Hey everybody, welcome back. I am finally out of YouTube jail. And as usual, YouTube had to be a son of a bitch and not allow me on. So I apologize. It took 10 minutes to even get on live because YouTube, I guess, wasn't ready. So I will be experimenting a lot of my YouTube stuff now since the live stream is back on. I downloaded a wonderful program. I actually purchased a great program to live stream better with. As you can see, guys, I have a brand new camera, brand new lighting, brand new everything. So now when I stream, it will be phenoms. So no more actually broadcasting on the Mondays or Murder channel anymore because I'm out of YouTube jail. So I have a nifty new microphone and nifty new camera, nifty everything. So I am very happy to be back and talking to you guys now about American Horror Story stuff. Hey guys, what's up, Glenn? It's so great to have you. What's up, Mike and Michael and Tammy? It's so great to have you, sis. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Dawn? It's great to have you. Hey, Joshua. What's up, Kitty? And yeah, thank you guys so much. Oh, elementary school dropout. Thank you so much for being here. Maureen, let's see, I was just looking for other people, but I see that you guys were having a conversation. I apologize again that it took me a little bit to get on here. It just, yeah, had a little trouble with YouTube. So as you guys can see, it's much more clear here now. Oh yeah, I know. I know, Tammy. I'm still working on how to get, the camera absolutely adjusted. Sometimes I'm down and it goes down too far and it gets everything. And sometimes it doesn't, or it cuts it. So yeah, let me try to fix that. Okay. So yeah, guys, I am finally up and this is my brand new setup. I know, I'm so excited. It took a long time to actually unbox a lot of it since I've been so sick. And sadly, I still am. I haven't eaten anything for, I guess it depends on the month it is. If it's December, it's 2 months. It's been if it's not December, it's longer than that. But yeah, it's almost Christmas, I think. It's sad. I don't even know any of that stuff. But yeah, it's just, guys, thank you so much for your patience. I got in YouTube jail and then sadly got so sick, and I still am. They still don't know what is wrong, but hopefully it will be fixed soon. But live streaming is back, and as you guys can see, it's much better. As I can see though on YouTube, it doesn't seem to be as clear as what it used to be as when I streamed last time for my patrons. So I am definitely going to be live streaming now with XSplit. I purchased the programming and downloaded onto my computer. So now I'm going to have a different program to live stream with and to not make videos, sadly. I'm still looking for that. But yeah, I definitely purchased a new program so that way I can live stream. And as you guys can see, it has definitely paid off. Yes, it's so much clearer. You guys can actually see that I'm a person, usually when I was live streaming before, you couldn't tell anything. Yeah, let me just make my cut better for that. So, but yeah, Debbie, it's so great to have you. What's up, Grace? What's up, Xavier? Glenn, Joshua, Grace. Yeah, got everybody. I know it has been a long time since I streamed. And yeah, I still don't know what the hell got me in YouTube jail in the first place. YouTube was supposed to even give me a chance to dispute the live stream. Sadly, when I disputed it, it disappeared. So I have no idea. But it doesn't matter. Now I'm out of YouTube jail and back live and streaming. Glenn says the phone camera live streams are left in the past. Yes, they are. It's weird. Chase, I messaged you on Facebook. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate it. Yeah, BRT says that YouTube struck a lot of channels around that time. So yeah, I have no idea what YouTube's problem is, but they definitely struck me. And I waited out the 90 days patiently, and now it is over. Thank goodness. So I'm definitely going to have a Christmas stream probably. And then on the next Wednesday, the Wednesday that's coming up, excuse me, when I say next Wednesday, I mean this Wednesday that's coming. Kenny, Kitty, Melinda and myself, we are going to do the final American Horror Story Apocalypse stream. I know it has taken a long time for that, but I honestly have been hoping that I would be better. And sadly, since I'm not, I kind of figured that I'm in a place right now where at least I can stream. So we can definitely stream and finish the American Horror Story Beyond the Horror wrap up. So, oh, thank you so much, Glenn. You are so sweet. Horror knowledge. It's so great to have you back as well. Yeah, Dawn, I know. I'm so glad I'm streaming as well again. Rating Fries, it is so awesome to have you back as well. I hope you enjoyed the gift card. And also, guys, I am sending out the mystery DVD and book packages at the end of the month. I have a lot of them watched and ready to go. They're not addressed, sadly, and I apologize. And I've added a lot more movies to the mystery packages so I could take some bogus, some crap ones out, because sadly there were some DVDs. I mean, maybe I consider them crap because, you know, it wasn't a movie that I would own or that I would want, you know, but some of these DVDs are very, how do I say it, for the mystery packages? Some of them you might not know. You know, you might not know Confessions of a Thug. You know, you might not know Wanderlust. You might not know Ouija, those kind of movies. But you're definitely going to know like Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, The Walking Dead. Oh, yeah. By the way, my husband was so sweet, and he was at a pawn shop and he found The Walking Dead seasons 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray for like $3 each. So he bought them for me. So my Walking Dead season DVDs are going to be in the mystery packs. I've just added a lot to them. So when you guys were probably going to get about maybe 4 or 5 DVDs, you're probably going to get like 8, 10. And more than likely, it's going to include one of my personal favorite DVDs. Like I just recently upgraded my Flash Gordon to Blu-ray and my Big Trouble in Little China. I love those movies. They are my absolute favorites. And a lot of the times there's no reason to keep, you know, the other DVD. You know, it just kind of makes me feel like a hoarder having 3 copies of my favorite movie. When it comes down to the Evil Dead, I have VHS copies, I have Blu-ray copies, I have DVD copies, and I think I have 4K Ultra copies of them. So when I have various different formats of my favorite movie, that doesn't make me feel like a hoarder. But when I have every single one of my favorite movies in VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K format, that makes me feel like a hoarder. So Jay says, is mine in the list that you're going to send out at the end of the month? Oh, absolutely, darling. It sure is. So it will be hopefully be sorry, I painted my daughter was so sweet and she painted my nails for me, and I hope I didn't mess it up. Just looking at it, I think I smudged it a little. Yeah, there's going to be some fantastic ones. And of course, those of you out there who wanted them autographed and who asked for special considerations for things, that's going to be in there as well. And a lot of the Loot Crate stuff that I got this month, well, it was my November Loot Crate, but I just got it like last week. So my November Loot Crate video will be up soon. Sadly, though, a lot of the stuff I'm not going to keep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick some of that Loot Crate stuff into the mystery DVD and mystery book packages. And if you guys haven't seen, I got a BioShock figurine. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see but I got a BioShock figurine, and I got a badass science pen. And then I got a t-shirt. But yeah, I'll put the video out soon. It's just really sadly, since I have been so sick, guys, I mean, I cannot get out of bed. It's that terrible and it's that bad. That's how sick I am. So it took me about 2 months to do the top 10 American Horror Story moment video that I just put out. And then before that, it took me about at least 2 months to finish the Marie Laveau video as well. So So sadly, things are coming out at a slower rate, but it's just because sadly I am so sick. And there are some things now that I'm finally able to do, like live stream and send out the prize packages, and all of you out there who won the gift cards that was sent to you immediately, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is really hard because I can't even take care of my kids. My husband has missed a lot of work to help me, and that's how bad it has been, sadly. So thank you all so much for your patience. And again, one thing though is that I am glad that I waited on sending out those prize packages because, again, a lot of my favorite DVDs from my personal collection are going to be sent to you guys with autographs and all that stuff. So absolutely, you guys are amazing. Debbie says, I just watched Bird Box. It's amazeballs. # no spoilers. So Bird Box, I guess, is this movie on Netflix with Sarah Paulson, I think. Is that right, Debbie? Let me know in the comments. Everybody tells me that it's really fantastic, and Can't Shake You, Mel, says the same thing. Thank you so much, Vicken, for the good feelings. And thank you all so much for wishing me as well to get better. I really appreciate it. Just the fact that you guys cared, meant the world to me. So thank you. Yeah, so she was in the first 12 minutes, Sarah Paulson was. And Glenn says that Sandra Bullock and Sarah Paulson were in the movie. Has Black Mirror, the next season, come out? Because I see that Kitty mentioned that Bird Box, that she's going to watch Bird Box before binge watching Black Mirror. I love Black Mirror. That nosedive is my favorite episode. Actually, guys, I do have a review of Archangel. That is, ironically, one of the videos that have never made it out to my channel. It's funny, actually. I have about 5 videos that have never made it, probably about 10, actually. I have 10 videos that I've made for my channel, but for some reason, they've never been aired. Such as one was like, who was Venable? Another one was like my Murder House reviews, when my admins and I were reviewing Murder House on Beyond the Horror. And yeah, there's definitely some other videos out there that I have never, that I recorded and never put out. Another one was like the review, reviewing the new movie It. And then one was for Archangel for the Black Mirror review. So I definitely do promise you guys, since I'm sick, I will definitely try to wrap those up and put those out, because it would be fun to, it's been a long time. They've been sitting in my computer, but it would be fun to finish them and just put them out and see what you guys think. Apparently, says Glenn Murphy, the new Black Mirror is a standalone movie that Miley Cyrus will appear in next season. What? That's awesome. That's really badass. Netflix definitely has some really great series, and that's definitely one of them. I know one of you asked if I saw the new Sabrina show, and I have not. I haven't even had a chance to finish watching the rest of Haunting of Hill House. There is some really great stuff that's out there. And even Tammy, she is so incredible. Her and I love to talk Walking Dead. And she asked me if I saw the new Walking Dead trailer that had come out. And I felt so awful because I hadn't. And the thing is that since I've been so sick, I've been away from all of my social media. I know you guys have definitely noticed that I haven't been on Instagram, Twitter, here, or anything else, especially on Facebook, as much anymore. And it's just because I've been so sick and miserable. I've been crawled up in bed, just in so much pain, or been in the hospital. So I did miss that. And yes, there are a lot of things that I have missed. So I do promise you guys, though, I will catch up. I want to watch the new Sabrina Adventures. Definitely want to see those. And I want to see that Bird Box movie. And I want to see the Haunting of Hill House. I think I got through 4 episodes before I had to stop because I'd been admitted into the hospital. So I didn't get a chance to finish watching those. Brandon, it's nice to have you here. Glenn says, I just finished watching Tidelands on Netflix. Story was dreadful, but surprisingly addictive. It was the first Australian Netflix original series. Ooh. There are some really great ones, like The Chalet. That's a good French series that's on Netflix, a television series. And Dead Room was a British one that is like a Big Brother show, but all the people that are locked inside Big Brother, they don't know that the whole world, they've all turned to zombies. So yeah, it's really good. That's a good one. Yeah, Netflix has some really incredible series. I absolutely do love their. Oh yeah, Orange is the New Black, sis. Definitely, that's one of my favorite top series. I'm so sad that that's going to come to an end this next summer. That'll be the final season, but obviously we knew that it had to come to an end sooner or later. As well, I don't want to spoil shit for you guys. So yeah. Have I seen GameSpot Universe? Going back to review Asylum. I have. Can't shake you, Mel. GameSpot Universe, they have a great little channel, guys. I love how they add their own little personal twist and turn into the review. I haven't watched their reviews, but I have seen them recommended to me on YouTube. And I remember watching GameSpot's reviews because I remember somebody telling me something on one of my reviews from American Horror Story. They said something about GameSpot, and I didn't know that they, did reviews, and I thought, well, let me go check out their channel. And yeah, they definitely have a great channel there. What's up, Bradley? It's great to have you. So yes, they are a definite great channel. I did see again that they have been reviewing Asylum, but I haven't been watching them. I should though. I should actually go and watch them and see what they're all about. And, I just like to see other YouTubers. I'd like to support other YouTubers and leave them kind words and thumb up their stuff and, always check them out and always, of course, give them a shout out in videos and stuff. So, but I think GameSpot Universe is a much bigger channel than me. I'm just a one solo lone person on this channel, and I think GameSpot's a little bit bigger. But I definitely will go back and check them out. Thank you so much, guys, for letting me know that. Excuse me. Grays cannot wait for the next season of Stranger Things. I know, me too. You know who was in Bird Box? Remember Bristol Windows in Roanoke? She was at the Comic-Con panel and gave Lee a gift. Excuse me. Excuse me. I didn't know that, Debbie. Thank you for putting that in the comments for us. I didn't know that Bristol Windows was in Roanoke and was that character. Let's see. Kitty says I don't get to watch Netflix because that means watching TV with the spouse. Kitty, you are hilarious. I love binge watching with my husband. We like to binge watch a lot of stuff. One thing I got him hooked on is Game of Thrones. He technically, I guess you technically wouldn't say he's hooked on it, as he's never seen episode 1 to the end of episode 7. But he has seen a lot of the episodes in between when he's watched me binge watch it. And he really likes Game of Thrones. So he'll sit down and watch it with me when I'm watching it. And we love to watch movies. So, and series and stuff like that. When the kids have gone to bed and we can just pull up Netflix and just relax. And yeah, I hear you. Winter is here, Vicken. I hear you. I'm so excited for season 8 too of Game of Thrones. I'm ready for April. Of course, guys, I will be streaming because, Kurt Cobain, August 5th, live stream as usual, like I do every single year to give lots of love and thanks to Kurt Cobain and his memory. And my daughter's birthday is in August, but hopefully I'll be feeling so much better by that time and I'll be back on my feet. And yeah, it would be so fantastic. I cannot wait to binge watch Game of Thrones and find out what happens for season 8. There's only 6 episodes for the final season, and I'm really disappointed in that. But as far as I heard, the episodes are going to be longer than 1 hour, so I'll take it. And it's definitely going to be a really great show. And they're taking, though, the way that the actors did from The Walking Dead season 6. You know how the actors of The Walking Dead said that the season 6 finale gave them nightmares. They had to go see a psychiatrist. They cried, all that stuff. All the actors came out and said how therapeutically traumatic it was to film the season 6 finale. Okay, so that's what a lot of the actors are saying about Game of Thrones. And I'm really scared because we all know Walking Dead season 6 was a piece of shit. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I love you. You love me. We're good. But season 6 finale was a piece of shit. And I'm really hoping that they do not do that to our Game of Thrones. Now, seeing as that they're bringing back a lot of the original screenwriters, directors, and all that stuff, I don't think that we're going to have any problems with Game of Thrones, the final season. I think we're all going to be very happy with what we get. So Jack asks, who is my favorite Game of Thrones character? That is very easy. It is Brienne of Tarth, because if I was living in the Game of Thrones world, I would marry her. I am absolutely got the biggest girl crush on the actress that plays her. I know she's been in other movies like Hunger Games, and she's a very, you know, the actress who plays Brienne of Tarth is a very well-known person. Sadly, I can't recall it. That's how thrown I am, but I love Brienne's character. She is my biggest girl crush, and I just absolutely love her, and she's my favorite character from the whole series. What do you guys think? Who is your favorite character as well? Let's see. Oh, Tammy, no worries, hon. We don't hate over here. If you could not get into Game of Thrones, it is no problem. Do not worry about it. There's a lot of people who couldn't get into Game of Thrones. And, you know, I don't blame them for that. I was about to drink out of my Wizard of Oz cup, and there's nothing in here but casino chips from Las Vegas when I went. It's not a drink in there. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who can't get into Raining Fries. I will definitely work on opening a P.O. box. I promise. Arya is also another one of my big favorite. Bryson, I agree with you. Bryson, she is incredible. Arya and Sansa are just incredible characters. I love the evolution of both of them, especially, I know a lot of people think that Game of Thrones, like the season 3 and 4 were pretty duddish and not a lot of stuff happened except for, you know, certain deaths and certain things like that. But you got to really dig into the evolution of Arya and Sansa, and I loved those middle seasons where not too much happened. Just literally for the character development, because that's what makes the show so fantastic. I'm the kind of person where if you have a good storyline and good character development, you can hook me. So Debbie said, I only started watching the beginning of this year when I was super sick and stuck in bed, and I was more obsessed than with AHS. I think she's talking about American Crime Story, because I see right here you guys are talking. That Can't Shake You Mel said, I really liked Feud and obviously American Horror Story and American Crime Story. I definitely loved American Crime Story. Season 1 and season 2 were definitely the best so far. I don't know how season 3 is going. I know that they are going to do a season 3. Ryan has told us that. And speaking of that, guys, real quick, here's some American Horror Story news. Season 9 is definitely going to be coming back, and American Horror Story is going to feature the witches again. Ryan told us that it's not going to happen for season 9, but it will probably happen for season 10, which is supposed to be the final episode for the show. I would love it if they extended American Horror Story past 10 seasons, but I understand I want my favorite show to go away with me wanting more rather than it being booed off the stage. That's the way that it was going with The Walking Dead, but in my opinion, it kind of seems like it's redeeming itself. I didn't really watch too much of season 7, but I did watch season 8 because I didn't want what happened to Rick Grimes to be spoiled for me, since I've been watching the show from the second season. So I did watch season 8, and I was more impressed with that season than others. So again, I just don't want my favorite show to be booed off the stage. I want to be left wanting more. Just like, guys, I don't know if y'all know, but Quentin Tarantino says that he's going to only do 10 movies, and that's it. He's not going to do any more. And I think right now he's actually at his 9th movie. And he even said it specifically, you know, I want to leave this world and the directorial world with my fans wanting more, not being booed off the stage. And one of my other favorite directors is Dario Argento. And sadly, Dario is at a point where he's being booed off the stage. I don't even think he came out with the Sandman movie that they raised money for. I remember about 5 or 6 years ago, Dario Argento and Iggy Pop were raising money for the Sandman. And that was Dario Argento's newest movie. And Iggy Pop, was going to be the Sandman. He was going to be the bad guy. And they were raising money from fans. I did donate to it. I wanted to be the 10,000 person who could donate so I could be murdered on Dario Argento's movie, but obviously could never afford that. I only think I contributed like $1 or 10 or something like that, but you know, I never got my DVD. I know a lot of people who never did, and the movie just, I think, fell apart even though fans funded it. So I don't want that to happen to my favorite shows. I don't want that to happen to my favorite director. So, Grace says they're totally making Gia Gunn the villain this season. You guys are talking about something up here in the comments that I did not see. And I know you guys were asking if I could pick the next season of Feud. What would I pick? I would definitely do the Diana and Charles one. That is the Feud one that I wanted to see, that I thought was going to be best. So in case you guys don't know, there was going to be a Feud season 2. It was going to highlight the feud between Prince Charles and Prince Diana. And for those of you who are not familiar with those two, I've done a conspiracy theory live stream before about it regarding the murder of Princess Diana of Wales. And yeah, so Diana was the Princess of Wales. She was married to Charles, the Queen of England's son. And they got divorced because Charles couldn't keep it in his pants. You know, not too many can, sadly. But he's definitely one of them. And she was just a person who was just too good for him. So even though she wasn't the princess well, I guess she wasn't the princess anymore because they were divorced, but she still carried the title. And Princess Diana was dating a man from a foreign country. I believe he was Saudi Arabian. And as you guys know, the British family, they're very, how do I say this without making them sound bad? They're fucking racists. That's it, racists. They're fucking racists. Yes, so that's right. Therefore, when Diana was dating a gentleman of a different religion and a different color, a lot of people believe that the royal family came together to murder her. So yeah, that is definitely the feud that I wanted to see, because I would love to see Ryan and Brad's take on it. Tim Miner, I think, has been helping them do a lot of the writing for the feud. Excuse me, maybe not for Feud. I know he did for 911. I don't know who helped them write Feud, if they did. But it doesn't matter. So the feud with Joan and Bet was fantastic. I loved that season. I loved Ryan's take on it. It's so, I don't know about you guys, but like through American Crime Story, and it just seems like Ryan and Brad have this brutal inside knowledge that we'll never have access to, and that we have no idea how they got, when they got it, or what they've done with the information. I don't know how. Like American Crime Story season 1, that was based on Jeffrey Tobin's book, Run for His Life, that he wrote about OJ. But I read that book, and I didn't think that Jeffrey perfectly encapsulated the struggle that Marcia came across in being a single mother and a woman prosecutor on the trial. But the show perfectly showed it. I mean, there's certain things that Ryan and Brad show us as viewers that was really part of the story, but we just never knew existed. And I just love that about them. So I wanted to see their take on Feud. I'm really missing that. I really wish that they would do that again, that the studio would greenlight them for that. Thank you so much, Yuno. Yuno says, congratulations on getting out of YouTube jail. And I love Game of Thrones. Sucks that it's over. It will be soon, so it's not just yet. Okay. Cody Fern won me over in Versace, says Debbie. He shined. I agree. He was so great as David. I didn't recognize him at first until I think it was Ryan Murphy said something that Cody Fern had played David in American Crime Story, Versace. And I thought, oh my God, it's going to be so great as Michael Langdon. So absolutely, Debbie, he shined in that season. I'm surprised he did not win an Academy Award, but it is good that Darren Criss did. Can't Shake You, Mel says, like, there was that person trying to start a lawsuit who was portrayed in the Feud series. Yes, Melly from Gone with the Wind. That's right. Hamilton. Margaret Hamilton. She played Melanie from Gone with the Wind. Miss Melanie Hamilton. Margaret Hamilton, I think it was her real name. And oh no, Olivia de Havilland. That's it. Olivia de Havilland. I'm an idiot. Margaret Hamilton was freaking the witch from Wizard of Oz. No, it's Billy Burke. That's sorry. Sadly, this happens to me sometimes. Please excuse my stupidity. But yeah, Olivia de Havilland was pissed at her portrayal in Feud, which I didn't think they portrayed her any bad way at all. I mean, my God, this woman is 100 years old. Why is she so worried about what they're saying about her in Feud? But then again, I mean, she is one of the original Hollywood women, and she has seen women struggle, so definitely can't say anything negative about that. But I don't understand either why she was so pissed or what she was pissed about. You know what I mean? I remember Feud, and I don't remember them giving her a bad name. If I remember, they portrayed her as a very intellectual, strong woman. So I don't understand why Olivia got pissed about it. But yes, she is one of the oldest living Hollywood actresses still left from Hollywood's golden era. And she did not like Feud at all. So, I mean, I have no idea. Michael says, Mary, I knew Andrew Cunanan was even interviewed by the FBI. Did you? Michael says, I'll have to tell the whole story live. You should. Let's do a Feud live stream and you can talk about this because I would love to hear about this. And don't worry, guys, if you hear the little feet running by, that's just my kids. Oh, and by the way, this was another thing that I got in my November Loot Crate. If you guys watch Better Call Saul, this is from Better Call Saul. And I'm thinking about actually giving this out to somebody as well, because I don't watch the show, but a lot of people love it. They recognize it when they see it on my desk when I'm making videos or live streams. So yeah, I don't know if you guys ever watch that show. Melinda, it's so great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Mike. You guys are awesome. Oh, I see. So Can't Shake You Mel says, because like the character apparently cussed and she wouldn't have spoken that way. But I mean, okay. So Olivia was pissed because her character on the show said a bad word and she wouldn't have said that. Well, Melanie Hamilton had a pretty lily white reputation. So I understand the actress would probably want to keep the same personality. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, yeah, this is definitely so exciting to be out of YouTube jail. I am going to be streaming again soon because I want to try streaming through XSplit. I have my YouTube channel hooked up to XSplit, and I tried to also link XSplit to YouTube. So that way, when I live stream on YouTube, it would use the XSplit program. But I haven't figured out exactly how to do that yet. So if you guys just give me a little bit of time, I promise y'all work on that and it will be good, I promise. Oh yeah, Tammy. Tammy says Melanie Hamilton from Gone with the Wind. Her character slept and married her cousin for good grief. I know. I love that. Always keep it with the family in the South. Thank God they don't do that shit anymore. But yeah, guys, I'm so glad that y'all are all here and that noticing, I'm so glad that I'm back live streaming here. I'm so glad that I'm physically even able to do it, sadly, because I have been so sick. So thank you all so much. Okay, I'm going to be heading out here soon. My husband and I have a great date. I got a brand new movie on Blu-ray for us. And so we're going to have a date upstairs, watch a new movie. That's what we do when you're parents and when you're sick. But thank you guys so much. So again, I am definitely going to Twincest. Oh my God, Debbie, Ebby, Babebby. That was so hilarious. That just reminded me so much of Game of Thrones. Because aren't Jaime Lannister and Cersei Lannister, aren't they twins? They might not be. I don't know. Maybe I heard that wrong in Game of Thrones. But yeah, they are so gross. I gotta say, they're a hot couple. But it's gross when you realize they're brother and sister. I just can't do this. That just, yeah, that's the one thing on Game of Thrones. I just cannot tolerate this. No. Oh, they are twins. Thank you so much, Vicken. You are so sweet for letting us know that. So thank you again, guys. Keep that notification bell on because I certainly will be notifying you guys again. I'm going to be testing out my XSplit stream data and all that stuff. And yeah, be live streaming for my patrons as well. If you want to be a patron, just click on the link in the description. You can get a lot of crap for just $1. Thank you all so much for being here. I apologize it wasn't the first, full hour. We're just kind of getting back into things. And it's just, yeah, it's just so exciting just to even be back on my channel live streaming. So weekly Wednesday live streams are definitely going to be back every single Wednesday, guys. I'm going to stream for Christmas. And then, of course, I'm going to stream after Christmas with myself, Kenny, Melinda, and Kitty. We're going to wrap up American Horror Story Apocalypse. And yeah, it's just so great to be back. Thank you all so much for your patience. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching the videos, thumbing them up, thumbing them down, whichever. It all supports the channel, so I appreciate all of it. If you guys enjoy the stream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, of course, I have a new series coming out, which is going to debut in January. And I've been working on those videos as well. So I cannot wait to put the first one out for you guys. Thank you all again so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here with me. I'm so excited again to be out of YouTube jail and back here with y'all. Thank you again for your patience. Sean Myers asked why I was in YouTube jail. So that's a very good question, Sean. I have no idea. YouTube caught one of my streams, I guess. It was a weekly Wednesday live stream. Happened so long ago, I'm not exactly sure. And they said that I broke a copyright infringement law on my live stream. So I looked at the section that they said that I supposedly broke the copyright law. I didn't see anything. So I filed a dispute. And I learned sadly after that even when you dispute something with YouTube, there isn't a customer service department. It's just all automatic. So if I didn't put in a good reason for dispute, I had to fulfill the 90 days. And since I didn't know what the reason was for dispute, I guess I didn't put in a good enough one. And yeah, I was blocked for 90 days. So, but it's all over now. It was hopefully a lesson learned. I guess I would say it was a lesson learned if I knew what I did. But it was definitely a lesson learned somehow. Thank you guys so much again for being here. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year. Whichever religion or holiday you celebrate, happy it to you. Thank you all again. I love you all so much. And thank you all for your patience and support. I'll live stream again next time. And yeah, this is, again, so awesome to be back and live streaming with all my new stuff here. So thank you guys again for being here. I love you all. Bye.